up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, we'll all sing better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours
Hey, it's me, Nomad. I'm here with Urban Nomad. We're at Starbucks over in West LA. I don't know where. Near Bundy and Santa Monica. So I finished cleaning those cabinets last night and they look pretty good. I'll show you later. But today is Saturday and it's the first day. We're just kind of chilling out and relaxing, and it's taken me a while to kind of do that, but I think a big part of it has to do with the spot we're at. So we're at this park. It's the first time I've been at a park. I'll put their
Your
link
wife
below.
told you to go to the park.
Well, yeah, you did too. Yeah. My wife also mentioned the park, but they were doing a Q&A and people were like, well, where do you park? Where do you park? And they were like, well, we park at parks. And I was like, wow, I haven't actually tried a park yet. I just assumed, because LA had passed this anti-RV living law saying that you can't live in an RV near a house. You're not supposed to live in an RV near a park, residential, or school. But I guess we're testing that out, so we'll see. Because I'm at that park, I'm gonna be there all weekend until Monday. Because the guy across the street in the house was starting to eye me funny. You know, it's so funny, like Justin Credible was saying, like, it's the people you need to watch out for are the people who live in houses. Like, they're your biggest enemies, you know, because they're the ones that get all paranoid about RVs and stuff. So, you know, but I'm actually more near an apartment building, which isn't as bad, you know, but homeowners you want to avoid, I agree. So yeah, he seemed a nice guy, but he was looking like, you know, because my RV's ugly right now, so it definitely stands out, you know. But yeah, I think because we're at a park for a couple days, I can kind of relax more. So yeah, just want to give you an update. So Roxanne's here with me, enjoying the day. We're having a Starbucks hack, which is to basically buy $3.50 iced venti coffee.
Is that a hack?
Share it. Yeah, it is. It's a hack because you can get refills all day long on this thing for 50 cents. And then you can hang out at Starbucks. Although you can hang out at Starbucks as much as you want, but sometimes we don't have a lot of money. We can't be spending freaking $20 at Starbucks every day. So Rox, what do you think of this whole RV thing so far?
Please don't ask me that. I don't like that. I want a place again with room, nice looking place. With room enough to move around and cook and do the things I need to do.
I see.
I want to think about hooking up a hose or something and all that, but I need to go to the bathroom and all that. No.
Okay.
It's good for traveling. Let's say we're going on a little road trip somewhere. It might be nice to drag the house along.
I see. Okay, well, we got her opinion. And that was her opinion, and it's the same old opinion, which is that she hates it, and so do the kids. One of my twin daughters is sort of, I mean, I'm sure she'd rather do something else, but she's just sort of rolling with it. She's like, okay, this is where we are, let's go. And she doesn't complain a lot about it. My other twin daughter is couch surfing with friends, and then my son hates it. Even though, you know, my son and Kessie, my twin daughter, they both have a pretty good bed in the back. Me and my wife shared a couch, which last night was, because the RV was on the road's on an angle and I don't have leveling jacks, I was falling out the bed. So the whole bed was like this. So I gotta there's so many little things I have to do that I haven't done yet, like leveling jacks. I gotta put some rugs in there. I gotta clean the outside, clean the tires, fill the tanks, flush the tanks. What else? Get solar panels on the roof, get the air conditioner fixed, fill the propane, make sure the oven can work, make sure hot water can work, make sure running water can work. Did I say that? Fix the pump, water pump? Yeah, a ton of stuff. Fill the gas tank, check the generator, make sure the generator works. So yeah, okay. Anyway, that's it. Bye. Okay, so I finished cleaning these cabinets. Let me show you. So here's what it looks like from back here. So all those cabinets up there, I scrubbed and scrubbed. First I brushed out the dirt, then I sopped it with soap and water really good. Then I went with the spick and span cleaner and I scrubbed it really good. And yeah, so this is going to be for the person who sleeps here. That's for my other daughter who is not here right now. And this is for the person who sleeps here, my son. He's going to have 2 of these. So finally, this floor space is clear, which used to have tons of duffel bags and stuff. But I still need to clean these drawers, and they're going to each get one of these. So, hey, how are you? It's me, Nomad, here on another nomadic day. It's Sunday, so everyone is gone, and it's Sunday, so I'm just kind of relaxing, and we're still here by this really awesome park in the middle of West LA by the tennis courts. As you can see behind me, you can hear the tennis balls. This is my first time at a park, and so this park it's small for a city park, but it's actually decent size, and it has 4 sides. And so it's funny because on the sides that have houses, they have anti-RV street signage, like basically it's in the form of no parking from 11 a.m. to 8 a.m. right? And that's obviously targeted at people sleeping in their cars and RVs. So it doesn't have the big anti-RV sign, which is the tow away, 7 foot high, 22 foot long, no parking period ever. But the interesting thing is that there's 2 other corners that have apartment buildings, and on those sides it's just normal parking, like, it's just like 6-hour parking Monday through Saturday and whatever. So basically we can park on this side, on where those signs are, without really worrying about anything. But even on the side with the no parking 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., I think it's pretty much driven by complaint. So I just feel like, in these situations, it's the homeowners. It's a battle with the city between helping the homeless or people that are sleeping in their vehicles and catering to their needs, because obviously for many people it's an involuntary situation, especially in LA now with this housing emergency they're having. And homeowners complaining about RVers, some junk RV just parking in front of their house and forever, and with shady characters. That's the perception, and I would say that perception is half true. I sense the city's trying to kind of like unofficially help, because they could have easily have just put that same sign around this entire park, but instead they only did it on the sides with the houses. And the thing about homeowners is they're always there, they're watching, especially elderly, retired people. Whereas apartment buildings, most people, especially in LA, are just trying to pay their rent and work and stuff, and they're probably not too obsessed with who's near them unless it looks dangerous. I don't think we look dangerous. I mean, our RV is kind of ugly, but I leave the windows open, and so people can clearly see what's happening. So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting dynamic. So I'm kind of learning how this whole thing works. It's a shame really that nomadic peoples have to hide like this, and it's like a car could just be parked as long as it's empty, it's fine, but as soon as somebody's in it, it's like, oh my god. And I'm also learning about just our stigma in our society about people sleeping in unorthodox places like sidewalks, cars, vans, or whatever, parks, whatever. It's like they just start freaking out. Anyway, being here has really allowed us to kind of get situated. It allowed me to kind of relax a little bit, because those other spots we were in were kind of stressing me out. I was always worried about being towed or ticketed or being robbed. That's stressful, really. Not out in the open where anyone's going to really notice, other than the tennis players, which you figure tennis players come and go, and it's not like unless it's a hardcore tennis player, no one's going to really notice us. So I think we're pretty invisible here, although there is a house right there next to the apartment building, and I saw the guy and he saw us, and if anyone's going to complain, it's going to be him. Anyway, today is Sunday, and I'm thinking of following my rule of constantly moving. I'm planning to move tomorrow, either tomorrow or Tuesday. My kids start college. They start college classes, their second year, tomorrow, so it might not be the best time to move. So I might just wait till Tuesday. I just don't want to get a complaint. Another option I thought of was just moving on the other side of this park, but it's more, I think we stand out more around the corner. So it's like, do I stay here longer and draw more attention from being in one spot, or do I move around to a spot where I'm going to be more obvious? It's just sucky. Another factor I think is how nice your RV looks. You know, the nicer your RV looks, the less people are going to care. They're going to assume you're a normal person. The junkier your RV looks, the more it's going to draw attention, and the more they're going to think you're some kind of unsavory type, which is probably not the case, but they just assume that. You know, people in LA in particular, I mean, it's probably anywhere, but you know, definitely LA, everything is driven by looks. So you could be like a dirt poor, and as long as you look like $1 million, you're fine. And you could be the opposite. You could be like mega rich, and if you look like crap, they treat you bad. It doesn't matter. So LA is a superficial, visually driven place because of Hollywood. So I'm trying my best to clean up the RV as much as I can. I was hoping to do that today. Everyone's gone. My wife went to do laundry. This spot is actually really good. At first I didn't think it was good because this park is like smack dab in the middle of a residential neighborhood. So to get to like any commercial stuff like coffee houses, you have to go at least 4 blocks in any direction. But you know, it's about a 15-minute walk. It's not that bad. So, but pretty much there's a gas station, grocery store, several coffee houses. I mean, and they have those electric scooters here, so I might try that. But also around here, there's a commercial area a couple blocks away. There's several RVs over there. It's not as nice as the park, of course, but you know, it made me think, you know, I could just sort of cruise around this whole area and kind of stay here for a while. But I think I'm gonna move to another park. I'm just trying to stay near the Expo line, which is the light rail train here in Los Angeles, so that my kids can get to school easily. So that's kind of my general strategy. Every 8 to 3 days, move to some spot within walking distance of an Expo line station. So let's see. Today I'm gonna work on a couple things. One is I want to fix these beds. Let me show you. So another thing is I found this cool rug at the dollar store for just $8. So I bought that to cover up this nasty carpet that I'm going to rip out of here at some point. I also found that kitchen mat, you know, for $2 at the dollar store. Just amazed at the stuff you can get at the dollar store, really. Oh, let me show you what I'm planning to do. So these dish towels have become like this little curtain that allows us to kind of keep the door open but yet have privacy, which is kind of interesting. I know they do that a lot in Japan, and I'm thinking that's why they do that. You know, I never knew what those decorative covers were over doors in Japanese restaurants, but now I'm thinking, you know, maybe because houses were so close in Japan that, you know, it's like, you know, and it was hot, you know, how do we keep the door open but yet have privacy? Well, you just put this little cloth over there and you can walk through it. I've been cleaning up, so as you can see, things are looking pretty good. I cleaned all these cabinets. I got these rooms looking pretty good. I cleaned all that. I hand cleaned this carpet and it's still nasty. I'm thinking of getting some carpet cleaner. You know, that spray-on carpet cleaner. But as you can see, these mattresses, which I found at my mother-in-law, are too big for the bed. And so I'm thinking today of cutting 2 inches off of each one, and I think it'll make it much easier to get in here. It'll make it more livable and more just nicer, right? So that's my plan. And then the rough side I'm going to turn against the wall, because I'm probably not going to be able to make a nice neat cut. I don't know how I'm going to cut it, with a saw, scissors, knife, I don't know. But that's what I'm working about right now. So yeah, that's kind of what the front looks like right now. Definitely livable, getting better every day. Although I have no propane, water's not running, auxiliary battery is pretty much dead. Air's not working. So I've got to get to, like, I don't know, because I don't know anyone with a house. So I think when I get paid again, I'm gonna go to a RV park and try again. And it's just so much to do. Hey, it's me again, about to do surgery on the mattress. You know me, I just love surgery and RV. So I watched some YouTube videos thinking this was going to be really complicated. It turns out it's not complicated at all. You just take a kitchen knife, or in my case a saw, and you just start cutting. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just, you know, turns out there's actually 2 mattresses here. I have it upside down, so I'm gonna flip it when I finish. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not hard at all. So I kind of made a little line, just sawing away here. You know, it's not that hard. Saw, saw, saw. Like most things in life, it's not that hard. For some reason we've forgotten how to do even the simplest things, and you know, the frontiers people will just be laughing at us. There's so many things that are automated and stuff nowadays that we just forget to do anything. We're afraid to do anything. So that's what I have. I'm halfway done. Halfway done. I got this side done. And see, the bed fits much better now. You can't tell, but it does. So it has to clean up